What does it take to be a Michigan man? The article I'm about to read was written in 1945. The title, Track Championship Won by Margin of 1 point. At this point, the author is unknown. Western Conference track titles have been won by narrower margins than the single point which separated Michigan and Illinois in the Big Ten Championships at Chicago on March 10th. But that did not lessen the tension which attended the final event of the meet in the University of Chicago Fieldhouse. Coach Ken Doherty was frenziedly trying to find a fraction of a point somewhere along the line which would give his boys the title, when the Illinois coach just paced up and down in silent turmoil, wondering what was going to happen. The Illini relayers won the event all right, but that wasn't enough to keep the Wolverines out of the championship as they raced to third place, a second behind the Purdue quartet and with a nice margin over the other teams. That race meant the title. Michigan's third successive indoor track championship and the 15th in Big Ten history. The score was Michigan 55 1/10, Illinois 54 1/10. Maybe heretofore unknown, John Larson can be spotted as the man who won the title on the basis of his unexpected 5th place in the low hurdles and the resultant 1 point. But that would not be fair to the other members of the squad, for every single point was needed to turn back the Illini challenge. Larson, a newcomer, was one of the 7 men taken along on the title quest, just in the hopes that one or more of them might possibly crash through with a point or so to help the total or make up for failures of the predicted point winners. But the predicted points came about as anticipated. In fact, 14 of the Michigan athletes turned in the best performances of their current year. Larson beat Jackson of Ohio State, one of those doped as a possible winner of the event. Actually, the meet was won, at least psychologically, when the mile run was finished. For the first time in conference history, a championship event was slammed. 5 Wolverines raced to victory in this race, with the Hume twins sprinting across the finish line in a typical dead heat triumph, while 3 other varsity men breasted the tape in a tie for 3rd place. And when 3 Wolverines copped the first 3 places in the 2-mile run, with Captain Ross Hume as the first place winner, the varsity total of points in these 2 events mounted to 27, practically half of the total needed to win the title. Captain Ross Hume was the Michigan star of the meet with his 2 victories. Barnard's 2nd place in the half-a-mile was a brilliant performance, while Dick Forrestal was thought by many to have tied Illinois star Kelly in the quarter-mile by his startling finishing sprint. So what does it take to be a Michigan man? Just ask John Larson.